Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Friday afternoon Q&A hangout that I'm more often than not these days late to. I will explain in just a minute, but definitely want to hang out with you guys, answer some questions, talk OTAs, highlight standout players, and wherever else your questions and thoughts take us. But first, have to do the intro. Okay, here's why I'm late. It's getting increasingly harder to make 2 p.m. sharp happen on the afternoon since I hired Troy. So basically, I have to make sure he has enough to do while I'm live for 2 hours because he works Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5. So I find myself sometimes scrambling before the Friday Q&As at 2 o'clock because I want to give him enough stuff to keep him busy. So that's why I'm late. But we made it happen. We here. I will continue to monitor how Friday afternoons go. And if we need to push the time back slightly later or something, I can definitely do that. But I was making sure Troy had enough work today. So that's why I'm late. What's up, Monique? What up, OSNY? Arch, Chiefs fan. And in case you don't know who Troy is, I hired an editor full-time in April. So he's going on and he just hit like 2 months actually editing, and it's been great. He's been doing most of the short form content. So if you like the shorts that have been coming out, most of that has been Troy as far as the edits go. So hats off to Troy. Shout out to that man. But yes, it makes it a little crazier on Fridays. The Tuesday night one's easy because Troy's off. The kids are in bed. Like there's nothing else to do or to work on at that time. What's up, Carson? When will the Chiefs win another Super Bowl? Hopefully this year. What in the world is Burrowhead? What in the world is Burrowhead? I don't know. It's a pointless nickname because Joe Burrow has won at Arrowhead 1 game. So I don't know. But, you know, Bengals fans really love to celebrate their non-Super Bowl wins, so it means a lot to them. So we just let them have it. Just let them have it, man. It's fine. When you have no wins, no rings, you need something to celebrate, and most of that is regular season wins or, yeah, that's it. I don't know. What's up, Jennifer? Aria's in here. Will, glad you like the shorts, man. Emmerich from Germany is in here. Dude, let's freaking go, dude. Hey, man, when my back gets better, like I really want to go to Germany and meet all the Chiefs fans out there and drink a bunch of German beer. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it this year for the game, although that would be freaking incredible. Chilling with the boys is in here. What up, bro? How y'all doing? Arch, you need to renew your subscription? All right, bet. Jacob, glad you like the short form content, man. Josh Allen or Joe Burrow? Geez, Louise. Right now, I'd probably go with Joe Burrow. I think they're both really good QBs. I mean, yeah, no disrespect to either of those guys. What happened to your back? I have 2 bulging discs in my back. So it's been happening for almost a year now. I can't really sit for much longer than like 30 minutes at a time. And yep, we're trying to work through it. I mean, I've been doing PT, got an MRI, going to the chiropractor. Like, I'm doing a bunch of stuff. So we're trying to get better. Yo, FLDB with the 8 months. Let's go, dude. Everyone join so you can have a chance to win a free jersey when he does the member stream. Hey, shout out to FLDB. Yeah, one way you can support the channel, become a member. Any level. It could be the $5, the $10, or the $25. Even the $5 one a month, we do give away a jersey every single month to a member. We've been doing that for quite a while now. It's straight from NFL Shop. It's not a knockoff. I literally order it from NFL Shop and send it to you. We have some signed jerseys over here as well. We may give away a couple of those as time goes on. We've been accumulating more signed memorabilia over here. I mean, we have Jerick McKinnon, signed. Juan Thornhill, signed. Neil Smith. Who else? Jerick McKinnon. Tommy Townsend. We have an MVS signed football, a Pacheco signed jersey, a Pacheco signed helmet, a Travis Kelce signed Super Bowl program. That's what it is. I remembered the term. Don't you worry. But yeah, we might start doing that too. But yeah, that's one way you can support the channel. $10 a month and up is the Zoom call, which I have a lot of fun on the monthly Zoom call with you guys. Dave with the 5 gifted. Let's go. Appreciate you, man. Coming in hot with 5. What's up, lil bud? How long have you liked the Chiefs? I've been a lifelong Chiefs fan, man. You need a signed Patrick Mahomes jersey? Yeah, I need more money for that. So I do have a signed Tyreek jersey, but I'm not giving that away. There ain't no way. And then I have a signed Tony G helmet, but not giving that away either. I like the NFL shop. The NFL shop was selling fraudulent jerseys? There were number 3 Wilson jerseys? What do you mean? Yeah, you need a Travis Kelce jersey for sure. I don't have one of those either. Not a signed one. Oh, but yeah, you could win one, Monique, in the stream, though. Yeah, basically, if you win, you pick your jersey. Whatever you want. QB School dropped an episode on Josh Allen in the divisional round recently. I have not seen it, Uri. Is it worth it? What's up, Zoe? Oh, okay, Big T. I was like, I don't know where you're going with that. That went over my head, bro. You got me there. I got a McDuffie football today, but panicked that it was Thornhill because he signed number 22. Oh, that's sick, Sean. Yeah, he switched numbers. Yo, Justin with the 5. Have you seen other teams' OTAs, and if so, who are you most impressed with? Who do you like the most so far at the Chiefs OTAs? Okay, so keep it a buck with you, Justin. I haven't seen much from other teams' OTAs, although I saw a really nice catch from who's the receiver that signed with the Chargers? Not signed, that got drafted by the Chargers. Who was that? It wasn't Zay Flowers, was it? Was it JSN? I'm trying to remember who it was. Either way, I saw a couple clips from that guy. I saw a couple clips from the Jets, but my head is so far into the sand of Chiefs land half the time that I don't see a lot NFL-wide, and it's just because I need another editor. So I spend a lot of my time editing, dude, more than I would like to. But as you guys know, like the daily edits, they take a long time. Like the one we just dropped an hour ago, that took 4 or 5 hours to edit. So once I can get another editor to be able to just handle all the long form stuff, Troy does all the short form stuff. That's when we start the NFL channel, because that's when I'll have time. So I haven't seen a lot from other teams' OTAs, but I have seen, okay, JSN's in Seattle. So who did they sign then? Oh, thank you. TC. Yeah, no, Quentin Johnston. Yeah, thank you. Dude, I get confused on who signed who because all 4 of those guys went in a row. So I was like, yeah, I think Zay Flowers was Ravens, Quentin Johnston, Chargers, but then if it was 4 guys in a row. Anyway, saw a couple nice catches from Quentin Johnston, and I thought in my head, he would have been nice. But I am excited about Rashee Rice, what I've heard, what I've seen. Hit me up, bro, later. My team will absolutely be available to help you out. Oh, shoot. How do I hit you up? Can you DM me on Twitter? But yeah, that's my biggest pain point right now, guys, is I hired Troy thinking in my head, oh, that's going to be plenty enough to not only cover all the Chiefs content, but to be able to start the NFL channel. And Troy is crushing it, man, but it's not enough. So I'm probably going to hire one more guy because I'm still editing a lot of the dailies, and I feel like I could be creating more content instead of editing dailies. But we'll get there. But to answer your question about Chiefs OTAs, I've definitely seen all of that. Been studying all that, and that's why I titled this OTA Standouts. Would love to talk with you guys about your thoughts on who you feel like is standing out at OTA so far. I mean, the Chiefs social team is doing a really good job of hyping up Justin Ross. That one catch was awesome. But then Pete Sweeney noted that he PJ Green noted that he high pointed a ball. And it was this photo of Justin Ross. Let me see if I can find it real quick, and I'll just throw it up on screen. But that's been pretty cool to see Justin Ross getting a little bit of, here it is. Look at that snag, dude. That was a catch and a touchdown, I believe, from what the reports were saying. So nice grab there. Deneric Prince he got some really nice props yesterday from Dave Tobe. Dave Tobe, unprompted, when they said, basically, I think Pete Sweeney asked him. He said something like, hey, with Kadarius Toney and Isaiah Pacheco getting expanded or increased roles in the offense this year, are you looking at new returners? Dave Tobe said, yep. The first guy he shouted out immediately, wasn't asked about him. He said, Deneric Prince is the guy. One of the guys right now that I have my eyes on. He resembles a lot to me. This is Dave Tobe talking to me of Nile Davis. And so, yeah, Nile Davis, third-round pick from 2013, had over 2,000 return yards in his career. 13, 14, and 15 had a return for a touchdown 3 years in a row. Meanwhile, the Chiefs haven't had a kickoff return for a touchdown since 2020, and I think that was McCole Hardman. I believe so. But that was super interesting to me, Deneric Prince being a standout there, because if he wants to make the back of the roster in the running back room, a sure way that he could do that is his ability to return. So if he's a returner, I mean, that, in my opinion, solidifies a lock a little bit more for Deneric Prince and then has me questioning others. Like he mentioned Richie James as a returner. Could he be returning punts? Possibly. We'll have to see. But if Prince locks himself in as the kick returner, that is interesting for sure, because I did not see that coming. What is one trade you would love to see the Chiefs make? Like a player I want to see gone, or the Chiefs want to trade and go grab somebody? No such thing as a new Chiefs fan if you haven't been here your whole life. You just like all the team, all real fans been fans since they could walk and talk. Yeah, Corey. Yeah, definitely not. I mean, there's definitely newer Chiefs fans just with their success for sure, but I was born into a Chiefs family, man. So we had a lot of ups and downs in life. Troy is awesome. Hey, let's go. Pew pew, shoot him down. Kick return's going to be problematic in the preseason. What do you mean, Ari? Why you say problematic? I mean, Tobe also said, hey, we ain't fair catching the ball. That's what he said. He's like, I don't care. We ain't fair catching it, basically. Andy Reid could overrule him. What are your thoughts on Deuce from K-State? I mean, I don't know a ton about him. I know he's a pretty aggressive runner for his size. He's like 5'5". I think he's 5'5". The story of him getting drafted to the Cowboys is pretty cool, with his dad being able to call him. Like, that story was really cool, man. Yeah. Yo, Dave with the 8 months. Did I read that? I still rock my Toney jersey I won on your first giveaway. Dave, let's go, dude. Hey, let's go, man. Appreciate you. Justin, thanks again for the 5 bomb, bro. Yeah, Ari, I listened to Dave Tobe's presser yesterday, and he basically said we're going to remain aggressive. We are going to be returning the ball almost every time. Mo said if Richie James isn't the punt returner, he will not make the 53 because Toney and Sky can do everything he does. Are you talking about for returning punts? Because Sky will muff them, and they need to save Toney for the offense. But yeah, I'll be curious to see who gets the punt returner nod. I mean, I would say Richie James has the most experience for it, but that doesn't mean he'll be the guy. It's the guy I'm like leaning towards at the moment, but it's all basically intellectual speculation. I know it's not really a phrase, but like you just look, and that's how I built my 53-man roster. I did a 53-man roster video, guys, if you haven't seen it, a couple days ago. And dude, it was really hard because when I built the 53-man roster, I didn't go look anywhere else. I know Chiefs Wire dropped one. I know other people have talked about it. I didn't look anywhere else. I just looked at the roster and then just really like thought about it. And the hardest thing for me was the wide receiver room. But when I think about it, the reason why I have Richie James on there, 600 yards with the Giants, he is in theory going this way, trending upwards. 100 punt and kick returns in his career. So right now, just you just look at players, where they come from, how they're doing, and where they're trending. And I'm like, okay, well, Richie James is more than likely in there. They just signed Justin Watson to a 2-year deal. It's not impossible for either of those guys not to make it. But the other things I struggled with was, well, if there's no fullback, are they only going 3 running backs? Could they add a 7th receiver? Are they only going to roll with 4 tight ends? Are they doing 10 O linemen? Or could they go 9? If you go 9 O linemen, 3 running backs, you could go 7 wide receivers if you want. But then what I struggled with also was the defensive side of the ball. And you look at the average that the Chiefs have gone with each year by position group, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to stay somewhat within the average. So around 4 defensive tackles, 5 to 6 defensive ends, 4 to 5 linebackers, 4 to 6 corners, 4 to 5 safeties. And so when I made the 53-man roster, I know I'm rambling a lot, but I tried to fit everybody in that I could, but then some of it's like a little speculative. Like, I don't know if Nick Jones is going to make the roster. Dave Tobe yesterday said Najee Johnson is the best gunner in the league last year. That's how good he got, and he'll probably be the number 1 gunner for the Chiefs this season. When Dave Tobe said that, I mean, that's Najee Johnson making the roster to me. Is that cornerback 6, or is he on the depth chart as a safety? I don't think it matters, but it was certainly interesting. So, yeah, a lot of it's just our best guesses until we get to training camp and they are allowed to hit each other, and you're allowed to see them in a greater capacity. Are these guys working with the 1s? Are they working with the 2s? And then preseason. So it's all speculative right now, but I am excited about it. It's part of the fun of the offseason. Justin with the 2. You and Tom got a plan for his visit for 30 for 30? I mean, not really. I'm going to just hit him up when he lands and see what's good, but he's so swamped right now. I mean, that's 20 days away. He's just trying to survive day by day. So we don't have anything crazy planned, but I'll be at the meetup and try to join him at Arrowhead and stuff like that for sure. What's up from St. Louis? What's up, Carvings? Brantley's in here. What up, brother? We need D-Hop if we get Cap. Yeah, the only way to get D-Hop is to extend Chris Jones, more than likely, and who knows? I saw somebody recently say they could not extend Chris Jones and plan on franchise tagging him next year. You would think they would want to get a longer-term deal done, but dude, with his age and stuff, maybe they don't. We'll have to find out. What's up, Luke? But I guess you were saying Chiefs make a move for D-Hop or spend Cap elsewhere. That's a great question, man. If they're going to go for D-Hop, it's expensive. It's going to be expensive, so they're going to really have to want him. They could spend it elsewhere if they don't go for D-Hop. You know what else I noticed, guys, when I was building the 53-man roster out? That was without them potentially adding a veteran defensive end. That was without them potentially adding another wide receiver, which I don't think they necessarily have to for either of these position groups. I mean, defensive ends, it was Charles Omenihu, George Karlaftis, Felix Anudike-Uzama, and then I had Mike Dana in there, and the 5th one is going to escape me, and it's going to annoy me to no end. Who's the 5th one? But then I say all that to say, then I had Malik Herring. I had Malik Herring and Joshua Kando not even on the roster because the 5 defensive ends that I went with, let me see. I have the list here. Charles Omenihu. Oh, B.J. Thompson. Okay. B.J. Thompson I had right now is number 5 or somewhere around there. So, Omenihu, Karlaftis, Felix, Mike Dana, and B.J. Thompson. And that's if they roll with 5. They did that. I think they went with 5 last year, and that was with 4 defensive tackles. Interesting times, ladies and gentlemen, as we start to put this thing together. What's up, Patty? Give Raytown a shout out. Yo, shout out to Raytown. My parents went to high school there. My mom used to live there. I thought I said Omenihu. It was B.J. Thompson I was forgetting. No, I think we do need Jones. I think Jones will. I mean, Jones is on a contract year, so even if he doesn't get it extended, he'll be here this season. They could franchise tag him next year and kind of hold him hostage. I hope it doesn't play out like that, but I'm not in charge. Would be a great veteran for our younger receivers. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's pros to having D-Hop here. There's also potential cons, like, Nick Wright says, well, you got to let these other receivers step up and get experience. Then there's the con of he's going to cost a lot of money. So, yeah, definitely pros and cons, man. I'm not like, I think some people, like even on Twitter, they think I'm like super diehard, bring D-Hop in. And I've been pretty reserved about bringing D-Hop in until he got released. Then I was like, that's way more intriguing. But I think D-Hop's going to make this big old thing about it. I think he's going to tour and visit a bunch of teams, and he wants to sign somewhere by training camp. So, Yo, Pete, 42-year Chiefs fan living in Arizona. D-Hop is actually a great teammate. I don't think he's a diva. I do like our wide receiver prospects and think we'll be fine without D-Hop, but he would be good. Yeah, it's one of those things, Pete, where it's like, well, D-Hop's never going to hurt the room. I mean, imagine this. MVS gets hurt 3 games in, and he's out for 5 weeks. Ankle sprain. I mean, I hope it doesn't happen, and they'll more than likely not be hurt, but it's just like, you can never have too much depth. So you go into the season like, yeah, we don't need D-Hop. Okay, that's fine. But if any of those guys hurt, it gives another guy a chance to step up. John Ross, Justin Ross. I don't know who, but I'm just saying you have one guy injured. And then it's like, oh, now what? That's interesting. And I hope that doesn't happen. It's hard to believe if Justin Ross stays healthy, he doesn't make the 53 after Big Red Mahomes and Travis raving about him. They kind of all do that. Like if you think about what Mahomes has said about every receiver, like ever, he's never said bad things. He's always gassed up everybody. Mahomes is the greatest teammate ever. But I will say this, and the Andy Reid comment was interesting because he was asked about John Ross, but then he just unprompted spoke about Justin Ross. Yeah, I don't have Justin Ross at this exact moment on the 53, but I see ways he could get there, especially if the Chiefs were to roll with 7 receivers. They've gone with 5 receivers 3 out of the last 4 years on their initial 53s. 1 year, it was 2 years ago, I think, they went with 6. But my 53 can change. This is just initial thoughts. So as time goes on, I'll probably do another one. They do all the cut downs like right after preseason or somewhere around there. I'll do another 53-man roster projection sometime around there, and we'll see how much changes, man. I'm not really like diehard on or pro anybody in particular make the roster. I just trust the Chiefs coaching staff to make the best decision, and if they think, the best decision is Justin Ross and they want him on there, I am all for it. MVS is a 50-50 catcher. If he's out, that's a plus, right? That is not a plus. MVS, you have to really watch the coach's film to see how much he's used, but because of his speed, he's used to stretch the field like all the time. So he's not always getting looks, but because of his speed, you can't ignore the guy. So a lot of safeties have to move his way. Sometimes he's getting doubled. They're using him just to stretch the field, and a lot of times as a distraction. But that man's running everywhere. And he was only a few misconnects from 1,000 yards last season. Literally, like Mahomes was off on a couple passes that would have been touchdowns. A couple passes that MVS caught that were deep balls were slightly underthrown. So like MVS actually had to slow down for them if he would have caught it in stride. Like you saw the Justin Ross clip, right? I'll play it. I'll play the Justin Ross clip because it's a perfect example of if you hit somebody in stride. Here, look at this. Okay, so when you hit somebody in stride like that, you could take it to the house. This is OTAs. There's no pads. I get it. That was impressive, by the way, because Najee Johnson was in coverage, and Najee is freaking fast. He runs a 4.3840. Yeah, super impressive there. I say all that to say if Mahomes would have hit MVS on a couple of those like that, like Justin Ross did not have to slow down. I mean, that was on a rope. That was perfect, okay? MVS would have taken a couple more to the house and would have had close to 1,000 yards. So Gargoyle. I don't think, in my opinion, it's better for the receiver room if MVS is out. Yeah, that was a beaut. Ross is a beast. I love it. Yeah, I'm excited for the guy, for sure. I hope D-Hop gets signed soon, so indeed we can stop talking about him. Kelly, I feel like he's going to drag it on. I mean, there's talk of him touring different teams. Kind of like, remember Odell last season, like late? He was like touring all these different teams. He was in New York. He was with the Cowboys. He was here, there, here. I think that's what D-Hop's going to do. Which is fine, but I wish it would end. I don't care where he signs at this point. How long have you been a Chiefs fan? I mean, I'm 32 and was born into a Chiefs family. So 32 years, I guess. Cole, do you like Justin or John Ross more? There's intriguing aspects about both of those guys because John Ross is so freaking fast. He's smaller. He's like 5'11 or something like that, maybe 6 foot. Justin Ross is 6'4". Kind of just different style receivers. I am intrigued about John Ross. I don't know who I like more. I'm just intrigued to see, like, I could see how both of them could work into this offense. They have an uphill battle, in my opinion, to fight their way onto the roster. It could definitely happen. For one of them, at least, I would be a little... I mean, it would be pretty wild if both Rosses made the 53. I see a more realistic path of maybe one of them making it than both. But, dude, John Ross could be used in, like, a niche way on the offense and even as a returner. If he showed enough promise, dude, imagine John Ross back there, 4-2-2, returning punts or returning kicks. Like, that's freaking nuts. Jet sweeps, bubble screens, quick passes. Like, if anybody can work that man in a super creative way, it's going to be Andy Reid. Justin Ross has his own skill sets, and that's intriguing too, for sure. What'd Doug say? MVS was golden in the AFC Championship. Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, if you go, there's a YouTube video out that dropped like a month ago. It was all of Mahomes' best plays. So it was his best play from all 20 games last season. Go back and watch it and see how many of them MVS was in, because it was like a lot. I was like, whoa, another one to MVS. Another one to MVS. MVS came up big like multiple times all season long. A lot like on third down, some touchdowns, like some big passes. Like, yeah, it was, he had a couple drops, I think, but overall he played pretty well, all things considered. John only has speed. That's what I'm saying, Mo. If John Ross makes it, it would have to be, like, in my opinion, like a gadgety role. Jet sweeps, quick screens, short passes, like stuff he's probably not going to have an issue with as far as catches go. But I don't know. You're not sold on Sky Moore yet? Well, I mean, in my opinion, at least right now, Sky and Rashee Rice aren't going anywhere. They're both second-round draft investments. You don't want to let that go. So they're more than likely going to be on the roster for a little while. I know you're not sold on Sky yet. We'll have to definitely see. He has really good hands, bro. I mean, this catch here, I shared it on my Twitter. Sky took to Twitter, Instagram rather, and let everybody know he caught this pass. I mean, this is pretty nuts, dude. Let me see if I can find it. Can I find it quickly or what? Here it is. I'll just drag it. Sky took to Instagram and said, just wanted to let you guys know I caught this pass. Bro, that's on his fingertips. That's crazy, dude. If he can just, like, he has a much better understanding now of everything. If he can just get on the same page with Mahomes, that's the key. Like, a couple mistakes that he made last year, aside from muffing like 8 punts, that's just not him, dude. Like, don't put the freaking guy on punts, although in the postseason when everybody was hurt, I think that was in the AFC Championship game, that was Sky Moore with a huge punt return down the right sideline, I believe. And then Kadarius Toney did it right sideline in the Super Bowl. But if Sky could just get on the same page with Mahomes, because a couple of the interceptions last year that Mahomes threw, Sky either read the coverage wrong and did not do what Mahomes thought he was going to do based on the coverage, or just ran the wrong route. That game ender against the Bills, I'm not 100% sure that was Sky Moore's fault. It could have been. I know Mahomes was trying to force it in and got fooled by the coverage. They were in zone on one side and man on the other, and Mahomes didn't catch that. But one for sure that I can think of, Sky ran the wrong route. That was talked about post-game. So if Sky can clean that stuff up, I mean, I'm going to give him a chance for sure. Shane says, I think both Justin and John make the 53. I mean, that's fine if that's your opinion. I am much more hesitant about both, but we have a long time to go and things could change. Somebody could get hurt. But right now, the way, like if the Chiefs go with 6 receivers, I don't really see both of them making it. If I could you could make a case for one of them. But if you think both are going to make it, that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm not going to be upset over that. What's up, Chief for life? Cole, since we will not have a fullback, is there any chance we will take an extra O lineman to protect Patrick? I mean, honestly, in plays when they'll have a fullback out there, normally they're going to have Noah Gray, from what I understand. He played like I don't even know what they call it, like a tight back, a fullback tight end hybrid in college at Duke. I found a few plays of him actually in fullback he was like fullback in the formation and then went on wheel routes and caught passes and stuff. One was a touchdown. 2 were touchdowns, I think. Either way, they could have an extra lineman out there from time to time, but I think they'll definitely have Blake Bell or Noah Gray out there playing fullback, like a fullback. Yo, Kelly with the 5 gifted. Let's go. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that. Troy just texted me. Hey, we're gonna try to get Troy in here on a live stream soon. You guys wanna meet Troy? I mean, he's been on here before when he was training over here, but I'm gonna try to get a setup for him at his house and have him pop in and say what's up sometimes. Yo, Sean with the 5. Yo, we got back-to-back 5s. I guess I'll do one too. I got 5 on it. Let me do it. Work quickly. That would be preferred, YouTube. There we go. 5. You get a membership and you get a membership. Let's go. Chiefs Kingdom, what's up, dude? Moore needs more muscle and he could be a great Edelman. Robert, interesting note on that. The wide receiver coach, he's new. I'm trying to remember his name. Last name's Embry. Connor Embry. He actually said Sky Moore came into camp or came back bigger and stronger. So, pretty interesting. That was just noted yesterday. Bro, Brand with the 5 gifted. Sheesh. You start tackle football next season? All right, man. Protect the neck, baby. How much will CEH contribute this year? That's a really good question, Tommy. I honestly have no idea. I mean, I'm of the mindset right now he's there and around and one of the 3 running backs that make the roster, and he's there for depth. I mean, of course they could trade him away, but they're not, in my opinion, I don't think they're just going to straight up release the guy. He's shown promise. He knows the playbook. He has the most experience in that room by far. If it's just him, Pacheco, and Deneric Prince. I mean, yeah, I don't think CEH is going anywhere. I saw a hot take that said CEH is going to lead the running back room in total yards. And I don't know if the thought behind that was because like Pacheco's going to get injured. Like, I think Pacheco is RB1. He's earned it. And that's his to lose. Oh, there's McKinnon as well. Why am I forgetting about McKinnon? I'm an idiot. So you'll actually have Pacheco, McKinnon, and then either CEH or Prince. I have them rolling with 4 running backs right now. That's no fullback, but that's Pacheco, McKinnon, CEH, and Prince. And I think that's how Prince gets onto the roster. Running back 4 as a returner. Which is an interesting, like kind of a surprising way that he gets on the roster initially. Yeah, McKinnon's like half receiver. He's a 3rd down back. He's the greatest protector for Mahomes. Red zone guy as well. Brand with the 5 gifted too. Thank you, bro. Yo, Daryl with the 3 months. Pacheco is RB1. He took a grown man's job. Yeah, 1,000%. Awesome shirt, said Alex. Dude, thanks, man. Hey, most people love this shirt, but I've had a few comments that are like, they just think it's really disrespectful to Lynn Dawson. I kind of thought it was like a nod to Lynn Dawson personally. No disrespect, and I didn't take this shirt as disrespectful. I thought it was really cool. Should Isaiah, CEH, Jarek, or Deneric start at running back? I mean, probably Pacheco would start. And then I think it's Pacheco and Jarek, like the two main guys. You've got Pacheco on rundowns, and he's been later in the season, he was definitely moving out for some passes, but he did struggle in pass protection. He did struggle a bit in pass protection at times, so hopefully he gets better there, because you kind of knew if Pacheco was back there, they were either going to run it or he was going to wheel out for a pass. With McKinnon, you really don't know what's going to happen, because McKinnon could run the ball. He could definitely go out for a pass. He's done that a lot, but he's also a very good blocker. Picks up blitzes, knocks people on their behind. Yeah, he's a dog. In your opinion, what veteran defensive end in free agency would you prefer, Cole, if you think we need him? I don't even know who's out and about right now. I saw something on, who did I see? Chiefs Concerns just shared about him. Chiefs Concerns. Who did they share about? I mean, Frank Clark's out there. That's somebody I like still. Yannick Ngakoue. He's still a free agent, I believe. I think they could use somebody. Yo, Kelly, did you give 5 more gifted? Did you give 5 again? What the heck? Kelly's going crazy. Thank you. I mean, I like Frank. Justin Houston's still available. There's some guys out there. Carlos Dunlap's still available. I don't even know if it matters who. A veteran defensive end is intriguing to me, just because you've got 2 rookies. You have a Minihue. He's 26, 27, just came off of his rookie deal. Then you have Dana. He's been in the league for a few years. Then you have BJ Thompson. He's a rookie. So, right. And then Malik Herring and Joshua Kando are pretty young too. Both been in the league for a couple years, but they don't even really have NFL snaps. I think Kando might have a couple. It's not a lot. So a veteran defensive end is intriguing to me. It's more like the Chiefs are going to want it to be pretty cost effective. They're not going to want to spend a lot of money on somebody. So they definitely could add a guy. I don't think it would hurt, but I don't know who. So Doug, you were saying who? I kind of listed off a few that are cool, but I don't know who they'll go with, if any. That was really hard, man. I was looking at all the positions when I made that 53-man roster, and I was like, man, look at the defensive ends right now. And if they added a vet, that more than likely means 6 could make it. So maybe you take an O-lineman away and you go with 6 defensive ends and 4 tackles. An intriguing thing about a Minihue is he can kick inside. They've had Dana kick inside. Karlaftis could kick inside. But Ominihue is legit a threat, either inside or outside, which is pretty crazy. Hopefully Justin Ross makes the roster, says Deshaun. I really think he may leave if he doesn't play this season. Yeah, I think he could get scooped up for sure. So the Chiefs are going to have to decide, do they want to let this guy go? Because I need to look at the rules again, but he's going to have to clear waivers, I believe. Can somebody confirm that's just smarter than me? When they do their roster cut downs, they go from 90 to 53 right from the jump. Don't these players have to clear waivers before they can re-sign them to the practice squad? I'm pretty sure they do, all of them. Maybe not veterans at this point in the season, that early, but non-vested vets, I think, have to clear waivers. So the Chiefs got to realize if they cut this man, because they stashed him last year on IR. They did not release him. They stashed him on IR. If you release him now, or when they go to cut downs, if you release that man, he's probably getting signed elsewhere. Somebody let me know. I'm pretty sure they're going to have to clear waivers first thing, all of them. There's another rule that changes later in the season, but I think that is to include vested vets also having to clear waivers. Can we get Creed a touchdown this year? Corey, that would be freaking fire. Gerald says yes. Remember, if you received a monthly membership, thank them for their generosity. Oh, yeah. Yeah, shout outs to everybody gifting. Look at all these fives up there. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Do a poll. CEH, stay or go? I mean, that's fine. I just think if he goes, it's via a trade. I don't think they just straight up release the guy. There's the poll. Boom. Cole, do you think our linebacker room is the best we've had since Patrick has been in the league? Ooh, I mean, it's up there, dude. It was already good, and then you add a Minihue. I mean, let me look at something. Because you got to think 2017, Mahomes was not a starter. So I'm not really going to count then, but like 2018, you had Justin Houston, D Ford, Hitchens, Reggie Ragland, Breland Speaks, Dorian O'Daniel. Yeah. So that was 2018. 2019. I mean, I think the answer is yes. If not one of the best linebacker rooms. 2019, you had Damian Wilson, Hitchens, Ragland, Lee, Neiman, and O'Daniel. Yeah, this might actually be the most talented linebacker room that the Chiefs have had on paper in the Mahomes, like since Mahomes became a starter. Kurt said I'd bring back Clark and Dunlap. Sheesh. I mean, if you brought back two, you would definitely have some decisions to make because, I mean, they can only roll with so many defensive ends. I mean, the only way I see that happening, Kurt, is if for some reason they're like, yo, we're only rolling with 3 defensive tackles, which doesn't make sense to me. Or like BJ Thompson doesn't make it. Even though they just signed him. They just drafted and signed him this year. But yeah, that's intriguing. You want to bring back Speaks? Yo, Sean with the 1 month freaking Redbeard tier legend. Can Bushman make the roster? If somehow it will impact the wide receiver, he balls out and we drop him. I don't have him on my 53 though. Yeah, so I don't have Bushman on my 53 either, but I did mention this in that video. I said both Kendall Bland and then Matt Bushman, they have some talent there. So it'll be interesting to watch that room. And I said Jody Fortson, you know, if Matt Bushman was to make the roster, like looking at the room, it would either be Fortson or Blake Bell. I don't see Noah Gray going anywhere, and Travis Kelce is not going anywhere. I don't think they roll with 5 tight ends, even though they're not rolling with a fullback. I think they're going to go with an extra receiver at this point. Now, they could shock us. They could go 6 receivers, 5 tight ends, and 9 offensive linemen. They could roll with something like that. If you have 5 tight ends, I bet Bushman makes it. But I brought up Fortson, and I know people didn't like to hear that. It's not because I don't know it's a high chance that Fortson doesn't make the roster, but in 2 years, I mean, he's had 4 touchdowns, yes, but like 200 yards. And he was hurt for over half the first season, or not his first season, but the season he was actually on the roster was at 2021, and then on IR at the end of last season. If Bushman's going to make it, it would either be Blake Bell or Fortson going. I don't know. At this point in time, I don't see Fortson for sure, his job being in jeopardy. I was just trying to do process of elimination. Could be Bell, but we'd have to see. I mean, you're right though. Matt Bushman balled out last preseason. He had 73 yards against the Packers and 2 touchdowns when he broke his clavicle. Ford lining up offside still sucks. You have a football game tonight? Let's go, dude. Ball out, baby. Do all 32 teams get 2 Thursday Night Football and 3 Monday Night Football games? No, Brantley. Yeah, Sean, hopefully I answered most of your question. Yeah, I think I did. Yo, Cole, I forgot you were going to stream, but I just got here. What up, Kels? What's up, dude? Yeah, I'm here every day. Or not every day, every Friday around 2. It was like 2:15 today, but we got here. What position group has the biggest impact on our defense? I can't talk. Defense next year? Biggest impact? Well, if it's not the linebacker room, I hope it's the D-line. I hope it's the ends. Chris Jones, tackle, like it don't matter. If the D-line has as much impact as they did last year, I mean, they like help win games. Taking teams off on third down. Second most sacks. The defense had second most sacks in the NFL, only behind the Eagles. They had 55 sacks. Not all from the D-line, but like L'Jarius Sneed did his thing. They blitzed with Willie Gay sometimes. Like Jalen Watson blitzed. They did. I mean, Justin Reed blitzed. They freaking blitzed everybody. You're going to blitz, and you're going to blitz, and you're going to blitz. That's Spag's mindset. What's up, old man Yeet? You think it's the cornerback room? I mean, that's a good... KL, thanks for the chug buddy, by the way. I need to practice with it before I try it on stream. I don't know what to do. I like legit don't know what to do. But the cornerback room, that's actually a great point, KL. Spag said yesterday in his presser, it's a night and day difference in the corner, or in the DB room rather, from right now till compared to last year. Because last year there was 5 rookies and Justin Reed was new to the team. So you had like almost everybody out there trying to figure life out. Well, this year, all 5 of those rookies, let me see if I can name them off the top of my head. I mean, Trent McDuffie, Brian Cook, Jalen Watson, Joshua Williams, and Najee Johnson, they all have a year under their belt. Then you have Justin Reed with a year under his belt. Spags said it's a night and day difference in the DB room. He called it light years ahead of where they were. So that is a great point. The cornerback room, or the defensive back room in general, could have a huge impact this season. And I mean, they have to really, but they're looking good. Another positive thing right now, in my opinion, about the team, according to Tobe's presser, their special teams, like just overall, the unit overall has a lot more experience, way less turnover from last season. And a lot of the young guys have a year under their belt now. So not only did they have a lot of turnover last season, but they put a lot of rookies and super young guys in. Remember, the Chiefs defense was the second youngest average age defense in the entire league. So we're sitting there watching them muff punts, like not complete fake field goals, like all kinds of stuff was going bad, to be honest. And people were calling for Tobe to get fired. Like, it was crazy. But they started to get it together back half of the year and into the postseason, and that's where differences were made. Oh, and on top of that, Butker sprained his ankle and came back and wasn't right. So you had that. You know, you were subbing in guys. Matt Wright, he did okay. Who was the other guy? There was another guy that didn't do as hot, and we had to let him go pretty quick. But there was a bunch of mess and madness in the special teams room last year, and Tobe is way more confident about the room. There's more experience overall and less turnover. So I would expect, hopefully, fingers crossed, the special teams room to look a lot better, a lot quicker this season. I'm excited about that. The CEH poll, 110 votes, 52% says he stays, 39% said he gets traded, and 9%, you crazy 9%ers, said he's going to just straight up get released. No more Sky Moore on punt returns posted. I agree. Tommy said, I feel like Jalen Watson is going to be the dark horse superstar next year. The dude had a nose for the football. Yeah, man. Back-to-back picks, right? In the postseason. I think he picked off the game winner, the game sealer, borderline game sealer in the Jags game in the divisional. And then he picked off Joe Burrow. And then was it Brian Cook that batted one up and Joshua Williams intercepted another one? Bro, the rookies went crazy in the AFC Championship game, dude. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Jalen Watson, man, he really fought his way, like earned his roster spot. And I think he's on the team right now where things stand, cornerback 3. I mean, you've got Sneed, McDuffie, Watson. Joshua Williams is right in there. But, I mean, Jalen Watson was a dog. He struggled a little bit last season early, yes, but then he broke his hand, or he hurt his hand. He wasn't right. He had a club on. You guys remember that? I think he had a club. And he didn't play for a little while. Trying to get right. Jody is a good tight end, but Andy Reid, the OC, needs to get Jody more involved in the offensive scheme. Yeah, man, I don't know what it is. I guess somebody said this, and I didn't even realize. I want to look it up. Somebody said in a video yesterday, no, they responded to my 53-man roster projection. They said, I don't think Jody Fortson is in any real danger of not making the roster because he was the 8th best run blocking tight end in the NFL last year. So I'm actually going to look that up right now. I'm already in PFF. We're going to go to, what do I want to go to? Blocking grades, run blocking, tight end. I'm pulling it up. I have a subscription to Pro Failure Focus, so I'm just pulling that up real quick. It's actually loading so slow. Am I on dial-up? What's going on? You forgot football exists. Oh, you're welcome. So funny. PFF has him as Joe Fortson. I mean, he didn't have a lot of run blocking snaps, but he did grade out pretty well. Let me pull this up. What happens if I do this? Well, that looks weird. Hold on. There we go. So if you look at this, let me move this. I mean, Jody Fortson's right here. He had the 12th highest run blocking grade, but he only had, I mean, some of these guys that have a high grade, they don't have a lot of snaps there. 8 for Charlie, 7 for Miller. Fortson only had 82. So if you went to 20% of overall, Fortson is actually removed from the list. So from his limited sample size, the 80 reps or so, he had a pretty good grade. I mean, that's great, to be honest. So, nice. Is that enough? I don't know. Could they get him more involved? Yeah, he's a converted wide receiver. So remember that. Jody Fortson came on as a wide receiver and converted to tight end. It would be interesting to see Jody Fortson, who's 6'4"-ish, Rashee Rice, who's 6'1" or 6 foot, but he's got a 41.5, 41-inch vertical. And then you have Travis Kelce, who's 6'6". And then you have, if Justin Ross made the roster, 6'4", MVS is 6'4". Bro, that's some big old bodies for the red zone right there. Sean Peterson with the 10 bomb. What? Travis Kelce isn't the best run blocking tight end? Dude, I wonder where he's at. Thanks for the 10, Sean. Where is Kelce? Because let me see. Travis Kelce. He was tied for 38th, but he had a lot of snaps. 293 snaps. So if you remove it and make it, he might be 50%. No. Yeah. Did I just see him? Yeah, he was tied for 17th in run blocking, like run block grade. But that's out of 45 tight ends that played 50% of snaps. So he's in the upper half. He would rate himself at the bottom. Yeah, probably. Travis is the best tight end. GOAT. Yep, GOAT. I have a question. Who do you think needs to be who physically stronger, a QB or defensive end? I mean, probably defensive end. Do you think Tom Brady was physically strong? I mean, he was, but he wasn't, like, near the end there. I mean, that's why quarterbacks can play into their 40s. You need strength, but you need to be physically stronger as a defensive end. During Super Bowl, Jody had 2 key blocks. Yeah, one was on that punt return. Yeah, Fortson and Marcus Kemp, Brian, on that punt return. Big. Do all... No, I don't think all teams get all those games. Where is Kittle on that list? George Kittle is the 3rd best run blocking tight end. I mean, I could show you the list again. Yeah, George Kittle's up here and Mark Andrews both up there pretty high. You see Travis down here. Jody F. The F is for phenomenal. Fair enough. Just devil's advocate, says Gargoyle. If you can get Jadeveon Clowney for a team-friendly $1 million. If they feel like Jadeveon Clowney is a fit for their scheme, which I'm not sure, but they also feel like he's not going to be an issue in the locker room. I guess I couldn't rule him out either. Whoever they bring in is probably going to be like on a vet min deal. Like they're not going to pay a bunch of money for somebody. If they bring in Frank Clark, I mean, you're going to have to pay more than vet min, and that's with him already having $7 million in dead cap. Cole, what's the ceiling for Rashee Rice this season since he is a rookie? So, actually, I have a short coming out about Rashee Rice. I think we're going to drop it. Well, we might drop it tonight. Let me actually text Troy about that. The short is about how rookies have done with Andy Reid over time. And I've got about 5 examples of rookie receivers doing 6, 7, 800 plus yards. Rashee Rice could definitely do well this year, especially if he plays a juju role opposite Kelsey. And Mahomes already complimented his feel and zone coverage from the limited stuff he's done with him. And that's all without pads on. So we'll see how that translates. But yeah, Rashee Rice, what's his ceiling? I don't know, 800 yards. I mean, it's not impossible. I think that if he does indeed play the juju role and he translates quickly and they're like, hey, you're the guy, you're going to make it happen. You've got to have a really good rapport built with Mahomes, but he could. Now, I think it's a little more realistic for him to have less than that, maybe 5 to 7, but it's not impossible. Do you have a ditto emoji? I do not. Josh, thanks for being sure to hydrate, reminding me to do the same. Yeah, man, I try to drink 2 of these a day. These are half gallons. Hayden said Cole's rapping. Hey, let's get it. I hit a Jody with a all year in pregame 2 years back. Dude heard me and pointed up at the stands, pointed back and tapped my chest. Dude, that's sick. Yo, what's up, Chihuahua? New news. Patty Mahomes, 3rd time asking. Hey, man. You got to relax. I'm not even going to answer that now. Daryl, you're just awesome. Let's go, dude. Rookie can return kickoffs and punts. So where does that leave Sky? Or Richie? I mean, Sky could be the slot guy. I mean, we don't know. We assume it's Rashee Rice, but it could be Sky. They kind of put him all over last year, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, you got to think, man. McCole Hardman's gone. Juju Smith-Schuster's gone. A lot of turnover. Kadarius Toney, he's in here now, but I mean, I expect Sky to take a step up for sure. I don't think he's in danger of like being cut or anything like that. We'll have to see how year 2 goes for him, but I expect higher production from the guy. Out of necessity, you kind of got to. Marcus Peters? Yeah, he's a free agent. I don't know if they'd bring him back. I liked Peters, to be honest. I understand. I understand he was hot-headed at times. I just saw a throwback post of him today when remember when he threw the referee's flag into the stands. So yeah, I like Marcus Peters. He's not who he once was, But you're talking about adding him as like a veteran in the room? I don't know that he would come back, but I don't mind the guy. Yeah, Bruce, I think Sky has to do better this year. Yeah. Kickoff returns are no longer a thing. Oh, they're a thing. Dave Tobe just said yesterday they're going to return most of them. Yeah. He's encouraging his players not to fair catch. Yeah. Kel said, I'm about to watch the NFL channel's new vid, top 10 running backs going into 2023. If they don't have Pacheco, they're on something. He might not be, to be honest. I feel like you slept on. I don't know where they're going to rank him. Let me know if he's on there. You should be our punt returner? Dog, I would die. I would literally get killed. Gargoyle, I was looking a few months ago, 19 years and only 4 rookie wide receivers have had good first years, and 2 of those are Hall of Famers. So I'm not getting my hopes up for Rice. Yeah, I mean, even the rookies in Reed's tenure that have had 600-plus yard seasons in their rookie year, it's only like 5 or 6, and Reed's been a head coach for like 20. So it's not a lot. Moore will be better this year. I agree, Kurt. He has to be. What's up, Eugene? That's what's up. Ball stripping and vet presence. Yeah, man. High risk, high reward with Marcus Peters. Juju, to me, really did not do a whole lot during the season. MVS and McKinnon was the boys. I mean, Juju had 1,000 yards. Yeah, he had 1,000 yards. And that was with him missing a game and a half, 2 games. He was quieter down the stretch, but I mean, the thing is, Mahomes kind of balled out with them early, and then teams learned how to defend that a little bit better. But Kelsey was a little bit quieter down the stretch too. He had like most of his touchdowns in the first half of the season. I believe so. Travis Kelsey did. And then Jerick McKinnon went on his hot streak for touchdowns in the second half of the season. But I mean, it's hard to say Juju didn't contribute when he had 1,000 yards and he missed a game and a half. He had 950 yards. That's contributing in my eyes. I can't believe they didn't call the foul when Juju got concussed. Oh, that was a crazy one. What game was that? Was it against the Jags? And then MVS got nailed like right after. He went into the tent. Juju didn't seem explosive to you. He's not really like an explosive receiver. So yeah, he's just really good. He was really good in his role, offsetting Kelsey, exploiting zone coverage. He was really good at reading coverages and kind of finding a soft spot for Patrick. Is this the year they resurrect the run game? Maybe. I don't know though, dude. I mean, I could see more, like they did it last year to an extent, more 12, 13, what am I talking about? Heavy tight end sets. Like having multiples out there. You got Blake Bell out there in fullback. I could see it, but I don't know. They're going to be a pass-heavy team always with Mahomes. Honestly, Justin Reed is garbage. Let's keep it real. Justin Reed really turned on second half of the season. Definitely not garbage. I'd have to go, like, if you were to just, like, look up safeties, like, I doubt he's in the bottom half. But PFF isn't everything by any means. Let's see. Defensive grades, safety, 80% of snaps. Juan Thornhill was the 3rd highest graded safety that played 80% of snaps. 3rd highest was Juan. Tyron was the highest. Justin Reed was 9th. But that's out of 26 safeties. So is Justin Reed like the best safety? No, but he's definitely above average. So you can't really say he's garbage. I mean, he's not. KL with the 8 months. Let's freaking go, dude. Guess these rookie cornerbacks by playoff stats. Number one, great. Rookie cornerbacks by stats? 5 of 8. Okay, playoff stats. 5 of 8, 34 yards. So I'm assuming on 5 targets, he allowed 8 receptions for 34. Take your time on the Chug Buddy, big guy. Okay. 15 of 21 for 173 yards was L'Jarius Sneed. Let's see. Number 2, 10 of 15 for 165. Holy crap. I don't know. Trent McDuffie? No, I bet Trent McDuffie was 5 of 8 for 34 yards. Number 2, 10 of 15 for 165. Oh, God bless. Was it Jalen Watson? Dude, that's hard. Who was it? Somebody tell me. Tell me the answers. Yeah, Justin did help with the week 1 against the Cardinals. Kicking. You love the shirt? Let's go, Dan. I have learned that Mahomes makes any receiver look good. He has gotten at least a couple men paid way more than they should have been. Oh, yeah. He elevates the room, man. That's why you don't have to go crazy in the wide receiver room, in my opinion. Go crazy with the O-line. Go crazy spending money on defense. And then, like, you let Mahomes go back in the pocket and he can go through his reads and not face pressure. Like, dude, he's going to find an open man. I mean, more times than not. Cole, how big of a role will Mike Edwards have this season? That's a great question. I'll be curious to see. Like, right now, I have Edwards as, like, safety 3. Probably a rotational guy. But we'll have to see. Hopefully he gets a couple picks, man. That's what I hope. Oh, dang. Bro, Trent McDuffie was 3. He gave up 175 yards. Jalen Watson. Okay, so I think I had Jalen Watson right. And then I had 1 as Trent McDuffie and 3 as Sneed. Man, Jalen Watson and Trent McDuffie. Woo! Well, Trent McDuffie gave up. I mean, it wasn't even really fully McDuffie's fault. It was just a great play, in my opinion. That touchdown in the Super Bowl with McDuffie in coverage, it was a bomb. Was it to A.J. Brown, I believe? It was a bomb, dude. And a great adjustment on the ball. A.J. Brown, like, made a super clutch adjustment. Oh, sitting feels nice, but I can't sit for long. But it still feels nice. One thing, I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. I don't know what I'm singing Linkin Park for. Yo, Rachel's in the house. What up, what up? When Mahomes scrambled, it's like a 15-yard minimum. Yeah, so Mahomes is very good at knowing when to run, and it's like really effective. He was one of the most effective quarterbacks in the entire league at a couple things. I mean, the obvious stuff. He had an MVP season. I think he led in receiving yards, led in total yards, led in receiving touchdowns. I think he also led in total touchdowns. If he didn't lead in all those that I just said, he's top 3, if not led in all of them. He was also one of the best QBs in the league at pressure. What is it? Pressure to sack percentage, I think I think that's the term. It's however many pressures you get compared to how many times you actually get sacked. So he was one of the most pressured QBs in the league. You know, Orlando and Wiley gave up quite a bit, but he was sacked almost the fewest amount of times per pressure. Yeah, but Mahomes was one of the most effective rushing QBs in the NFL. If I look at quarterback rushing stats. Okay, let me see. So Patrick Mahomes had the 9th. He had the 9th most yards in the league for all QBs. But out of all those quarterbacks, he had the fewest attempts. 61 rushing attempts for 358 yards. Hey, Siri, what's 358 divided by 61?
358 divided by 61 is approximately 5.8688.
Almost 6 yards a rush. Daniel with the 5. I think it's Daniel that can't do super chats, but he can do super stickers. Is that still you, bro? If so, that is so wild to me. I don't understand why. Why is that? Thank you for the 5 bomb, bro. Cole, is Jerry and Ely making the roster? I don't have him on the 53 now, but honestly, it was kind of a toss-up between Jerry and Ely or Deneric Prince on my initial 53. But then when Dave Tobe said Deneric Prince could very well be the returner, given Niles Davis type vibes, I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know if Ely will make it or not. You want to see Mahomes or Kelsey gritty this season?
Let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride. Let's ride.
Let's ride. Daniel, thanks for the 5, man. Patty is good at everything. Yeah, he could actually probably be decent at QB sneaks. They're just not going to let him do it again. Cole, do you think they let Patrick do a behind-the-back pass? Yeah, if you're up by 21 points in the fourth quarter on the last series before they sit Mahomes, I could see a behind-the-back pass. Cole, favorite sport growing up? NFL, man. I didn't play football, but it was my favorite to watch. I played soccer for 10 years, but I quit everything when I started Taekwondo. That kind of took over my life. Cole, do you think Patrick Mahomes has a down year? Down year? When you say down year, you just mean not as good as last? I mean, he had an MVP season last year, so that's kind of a high bar. Like, if he doesn't quite hit all of those stats again, that's fine. Could it happen? If it happens, hopefully it's because the run game is a little bit more established, but I still think they're going to be one of the best offenses in the game. Yeah, down year from the best year ever. I mean, that could be. Cole, do you think Okay, I already answered that. Mahomes for 1,000 rushing yards? Nah. I mean, there was only one quarterback last season to rush for over 1,000, and it was Justin Fields. Mahomes had 358. Geno Smith, 366. Kyler Murray had 400, then got hurt. Daniel Jones had 700. Josh Allen, 762. Jalen Hurts, 763. So that's regular season, I believe. If you were to add playoffs as well, I mean, Jalen Hurts had 143 rushing yards in the playoffs, and Mahomes had 60. Maybe later in life, if Kelsey's retired or Andy Reid and there's massive change-up. Yeah. Yeah, he had a down year 2 years ago. That's true. And his down year was still like what? Like, let me look it up. Patrick Mahomes, I think it was 2021 stats, right? 4,800 yards and 37 touchdowns and 13 interceptions in 2021. In 2020, 4,700 yards, 38 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. That's a down year for Patrick Mahomes. Borderline 5,000 yards and borderline 40-plus touchdowns. I mean, that's freaking crazy, dude. Favorite martial arts movie? I don't know, man. I like Jackie Chan, like the comedy stuff with the martial arts. I thought that was cool. Shanghai Noon, Shanghai Nights. Cole, okay, I already read that. Yeah, that's weird, Sean. You used to not be able to gift memberships? What's up with that? Still can't buy Super Chat, says Daniel. What the heck, man? That's so weird. If a down year means we still make it to the AFC Championship game, I'll take it. Yeah, exactly. A classic 5 Fingers of Death? What did you feel when Mahomes got hurt? I mean, which time? Because I've been scared a couple times. the postseason. Oh, you're talking about Mahomes' ankle. So, yeah, definitely deflated. Definitely felt like the Chiefs probably weren't going to win that game, and I did not, like, in that moment, I didn't think they were going to win the Super Bowl either. When Mahomes comes up limping, that's not good. I mean, I felt a little freaked out before, too. Like, the kneecap thing freaked me out, but then, like, the concussion stuff has freaked me out. When he got, like, choked, was it against the Browns? He got, like, choked and, like, passed out. Remember that? I don't think it was technically a concussion. He got his arm, he got kind of dragged down by the neck, and I think it cut off circulation, got squeezed real hard. That was kind of scary. But then he also got concussed as well. And so, yeah, anytime a player gets hurt, it's pretty scary, dude. Kung Fu Hustle is the best martial arts movie of all time. I haven't seen it. Devin said, I have a proposal. The Chiefs shouldn't be able to make free agency signing and draft players until Mahomes and Reed retire because it isn't fair. I mean, honestly, because the Chiefs do so well, they draft like back of the round, like every year. So the fact that they're still able to draft pretty well is impressive considering like they're end of round 1, end of round 2, end of round 3. Yeah, Brantley, you've asked that a couple times. I don't know the answer. I don't think every team gets 2 Thursday night games and 3 Monday Night Football games. I don't think so. Some teams don't get any Monday Night Football games. Patrick, what up, dude? What's your goals with your channel and content for the future? I mean, on this, so the goal of this channel is just to keep going strong, covering news almost every single day, and just providing as much value for Chiefs Kingdom as humanly possible. But then, like, longer term goals is to start the NFL channel and cover some NFL wide news as well. And I would love to hire a couple more people, build a little bit bigger of a team, and just keep the content going at a super high quality. And so I want high quality and high volume as well. So that's kind of the goal of the channel. I mean, just keep like the quality that I have now is to keep that going at a greater level by hiring out and building the team. And I like my goal with this channel always, I want to put the most value in my videos in an entertaining way as humanly possible. Like a lot of Chiefs channels are podcasts, and that's fine. And this is kind of like my podcast. I do a Q&A with you guys twice a week. But that's kind of the goals. Just I don't have like, I don't care how many subs I have. I mean, we have over 100,000, but like I don't really care about that. I just care about providing as much valuable content as possible for you guys. That was the most elation after Henny's drive and Patrick coming back. Oh, that was crazy. Yeah, Jeremy, I still have plans for the NFL channel. I could start it now, but the content and quality and volume on this channel would dip, and I refuse to do that. So I'm trying to get to a place where I feel like I can still keep the volume on this channel high and the quality, and then still be able to drop content on the NFL channel. We're getting there. Not quite there, but we're close. How do you feel about the Heat versus Nuggets? I don't watch basketball, to be honest. Who do you think receiver-wise will do the best this year? Receiver-wise? Probably MVS or Kadarius Toney, but I mean, Kadarius Toney is going to have to stay healthy. I mean, MVS was a few misconnects with Mahomes from having 1,000 yards. So probably him. But, you know, maybe hopefully Sky takes a healthy jump up. Maybe Richie James has a good year. I mean, he had 600 yards last year from Daniel Jones. Joe, seems no one wants to hear this, but the NFL needs to ban the hip drop tackle that injured Mahomes. Yeah, it broke Tony Pollard's leg and caused Debo Samuel. Yeah. Yeah, man. I agree. Oh, good, said Jeremy. I'm subbed over there and waiting to see when you start it. Yeah, when I do start it, I will definitely let you guys know, because the goal when I start, here's my thing. When I start putting content out on the NFL channel, I want to just rapidly drop content on there, and I want to get monetized as quickly as possible, because I'm going to have to hire another staff member to really like tackle that channel. And so I need it to start, like, I don't need it to make a bunch of money right off the jump, but I need to get it monetized like ASAP. I got this channel monetized in 10 days. I need to get the NFL channel monetized in, if not 10 days, a month. So we've got to be aggressive, get it monetized, because ideally my goal with that channel is the money I make on it, it pays for the editor. I don't really care if I make a bunch of money to start. Like, I want to invest it back in the business, but yeah, we got to be ready. You think you'll ever interview Pat or Trav? That would be awesome. I have no idea. I feel like they're basically untouchable, but you never know. What's your vision for Justin Ross and Rashee Rice? Think Sky takes over Juju's? Sky could take over Juju's spot. Brett Veach said the plan is to have Rashee Rice in Juju's spot, but it could be Sky. What was the question? Yeah, it's a huge undertaking, Cole. Good luck. Yeah, thanks, Denny. I appreciate that. Jeremy, thanks for being subbed over there, too. We'll definitely, when we drop content on the NFL channel, you'll definitely know. Vision for Justin Ross. At this point in time, my hope for Justin Ross is he's just able to impress coaches enough to make the roster, and then from there, really, it's just building rapport with Mahomes, because if Mahomes trusts you, he's going to look to you in game. If he trusts Justin Ross, if Justin Ross fights his way onto the roster, he'll look for him. He looks for Kelsey all the freaking time, dude. So he'll go through his reads, but if you're catching passes thrown his way and showing that you can kind of just freaking make it happen, Mahomes will definitely start looking your way, because he wants people to catch the ball. He wants plays to be made and things to happen. So I think I don't really have much of a vision for Justin Ross. I'm just like, if he wants to make the roster, I just want him to fight, man. Fight and earn his spot on there and earn his stripes. I don't see Rice getting even 50% of the snaps, not as a rookie. Yeah, we talked about this earlier a little bit, Drunken. It's certainly not, it's not impossible. Like, Andy Reid has had a handful of rookies that have had 600, 700, 800 yards. Deshaun Jackson is a freak, had almost 1,000 yards, I think. But yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know. Part of that is just how fast can Rashee Rice learn the playbook and develop that rapport with Mahomes. That's the biggest thing. So Matt Nagy spoke in a presser yesterday when talking about who's replacing Juju, and he said right now Mahomes is just building as much rapport as possible with the wide receiver room. They're very happy with the room. But that's the biggest thing to me, is who can have a great feel, offsetting Travis Kelce, exploiting zone coverage, and just building that trust up with Mahomes like as quickly as possible. If Rashee Rice can do that, he could have a good season. I'm kind of like you, Angry. Like, I'm reserved in my expectations for rookies. Yo, what's up, Jared? How's it going, man? It's crazy how Jalen Hurts got paid after one good season with a loaded super team. Jalen Hurts is a top 10 QB. You could argue he's even around top 5. So I don't think he was unjustly paid or anything like that. They do have a really good team, though. Yeah, New Heights needs to bring on Henry Winkler. I agree. What are your plans for the NFL channel content-wise? So basically, the ultimate goal for both channels is one YouTube short every day, 3 to 5 dailies. If not, like the Chiefs channel, I want to get as close to 5. I think I put out 3 this week, maybe 4. But dude, the dailies take so long, man. They take a full day's work, 8 hours. Researching, scripting, recording, 3 to 4 hours editing, thumbnail, title, like all that stuff. So they're a beast. But the ultimate goal is 3 to 5 videos weekly on the Chiefs channel, like longer form. And then 3-ish videos on the NFL channel a week. And then a YouTube short every day on both channels. But the style of content on the NFL channel will be like the Chiefs channel. Basically, all the main news, but it'll be league-wide in a short, concise, and value-packed manner. So 8 to 10 minutes, 12 minutes, but we're covering all the big stuff league-wide, major injuries, if any drama, suspension happens, rule changes, Like all the stuff that's happening right now, like I would be covering that on the NFL channel. You know, Aaron Rodgers with the Jets, like he's already tweaked his calf. All that stuff, man. So that's the goal. That's the hope. Do you have a link to the NFL channel? Dude, I need to link it. I need to link it in have Nightbot. It's Cole Breaks the Huddle. I should start linking it in the description. And then, actually, do I have it in the description? Maybe not. If I go to Cole Breaks the Huddle, I think I can just search that and it should pop up. Yeah, we have 429 subs. I'm going to add that through Nightbot, though. There's the link. I'm going to do it real quick. It's only going to take me a second. Nightbot, login. My password is the Raiders or trash cans. All right, I'm in. Just kidding. It's not my password. So I'm going to add a command, exclamation point, NFL channel. Almost done. Boom. Done. But they are trash cans, so no kidding there. All right, true enough. The key is to not let the Eagles get in 4th and 1 or 2. Facts, Angry. Mahomes ain't happy. Nobody's happy. Whoa, what are we talking about? What am I missing here? I'd love to see the New Heights have some old school Eagles Chiefs on there. Yeah, man. Don't forget about those grocery store pickups of Eagle tiers. Hey, they're out now, I think, but we definitely did that. Definitely did that. I see where Spags is saying where the secondary, including Justin Reed, is head and shoulders better. Yep, than they were last season. Yeah, Doc Holliday. Who's your favorite player in this Chiefs secondary? Probably L'Jarius Sneed. I like Trent McDuffie as well. I like Jalen Watt. I mean, I kind of like a lot of them, but L'Jarius Sneed, top one. Poll, did Cole take typing, keyboarding in high school? Kelly, why are you asking that? Yo, thank you, Becky. Sean with the 10. My case for Rice, he's a I almost said postseason. Possession receiver. Yeah, I worked with Patrick pre-draft. All of the receivers fill different needs. D-Hop would drop his numbers if that happens. 3rd in yards in NCAA last year. 3rd in yards. He had the most contested deep catches, the most yards after the catch, and the most passes over 20 yards caught. So he led the entire draft class in all 3 of those things. Yeah, he could definitely fill the Juju role. He also models his game after DeAndre Hopkins. He literally said that in his introductory presser. Not that he is as elite as DeAndre Hopkins. Okay, so the Chiefs could still use D-Hop. I'm not saying they couldn't, but he models his game after D-Hop. Yeah, I'm excited for the guy. Yo, Dakota, what's up, dude? Jets family in the house. Love the shirt, dude. Classic. Hey, glad you like it. Some people find it disrespectful, but most people love it. Thanks again for the 10, Sean. Logan said I can type 50 words a minute if I stare directly at the keyboard. I could type pretty fast. It's like for a little while I worked in accounting. So I have the number pad over here. I don't remember what it's called, the keypad. I could use the number pad pretty quick without looking. And yeah, I could type decently fast. I mean, I type 10,000 words a day, guys, almost for my scripts and stuff. I'm typing all day. Where'd you get the shirt? The Bunker KC. Snead is up there for me. I really like Thornhill, but he's gone. I got a signed Thornhill jersey over there. Did you see Chiefsaholic made the most wanted list? I did, man. Freaking hilarious. Yo, what's up, Ben? Thumbs up for starting your new format for the NFL. Buzzing. I know a lot of natives are fuming about the Frankfurt fixture, but I am over the moon. So close to the UK. What is the Frankfurt fixture? I don't even know if I know what we're talking about here. What is that? Yeah, Can you elaborate? What does that mean? But I'm glad you like the idea of the NFL channel. Let's go. James with the 6 months. Bro, another championship is coming to Denver, and football season hadn't even started yet. I mean, hey, enjoy those championships because it's not happening in the NFL for a while again, bud. How's it going, James? Did you ever get your jersey? Can John Ross make the roster for special teams? Maybe. Kansas City, 1,000-yard receiver. Thanks for the membership renewal, James, man. I appreciate that. Got the resident Broncos fan in here with the membership renewal. KC, 1,000-yard receiver? I mean, Kadarius Toney, hands down, if he stays healthy. What shirt size do you wear? Adult, large. I don't know why I did this. Adult, large. Young Shepherd Cole, I didn't know it was physically possible for you to sit. Yeah, I sit every stream, man. Not for very long. Like, I've been sitting for almost 30 minutes, and I'm like, about time to get up. I'm glad, James. I'm glad, man. Dakota said, I hate Buffalo, Miami, New England, Bengals, Browns, Jags, Steelers, and Titans the most in the AFC. Well, hey, it ain't the Chiefs? All right, fire. What's up, Donnie? Brand, James, I think you forgot to add team after championship because the championship team is definitely coming to Denver twice. Ooh! Shots fired. Just got a Pacheco jersey? Hey, let's go, dude. Who's going to be more explosive, Kadarius or MVS? Ooh. I mean, more explosive? I think Kadarius Toney is more explosive, but MVS has a pretty good top speed as well. Drip said, when are you going to upload on Cole Breaks the Huddle? I just kind of broke down that situation. I'm not quite there yet. I need a little bit more help, but we're getting there. I mean, the goal is by the season to get monetized before the season, but I don't want to spread myself too thin, and I don't want this channel to dip in production or quality or volume. So it's a big ask. Yeah, Logan, Kadarius is more spindly. A more spindly Tyreek. Dude needs to condition those legs. Yeah, that's true. Top 5 most overrated QBs go like this. Josh Allen, Brock Purdy, Geno Smith, Jared Goff, Justin Fields. Josh Allen is the most overrated quarterback in the league. I mean, he's top 3 quarterback. Or close to. I mean, he's got to be right around there. What's up, baller, athlete? What's up, man? Hot takes. This will be CEH's breakout year. Hey, it's a contract year. You never know. Patriots are done for. They've been slowly... yeah, I mean, since Brady left, for sure. MVS is similar to Hardman. Toney more twitchy like Hill. All right. I'm with that. You should put it in your featured channels to make more subs. I don't even know what that means. You talking about if you go to my profile and click on channels? Yeah, okay. I'll do that. I could definitely do that. Gaming channel? Hey, maybe one day. What are your thoughts on our cornerback room? Dogs. Taking a big step up this year, for sure. I'm excited about them. Josh Allen is good. He's just Dak Prescott in the playoffs sometimes. Oh, frick. That's actually funny. Never thought I'd say this, but I hope that CH doesn't do good this year. I want to see Pacheco and McKinnon ball out. I mean, honestly, I don't even care who does good. Like, whoever balls out is fine with me as long as they're balling out. Because if you got a bunch of players on the team balling out, it means the Chiefs are doing well. Speaking of typing speed, a podcast I watch has all their guests do typing tests. Could be fun to have a guest leaderboard for your guest call. Hey, what do they do? Have them go and do an online words per minute test or something? That shirt makes you legendary? Hey, let's go, dude. I would feel the pressure to do a typing test right now. I did one not that long ago. I can't remember what I got though. Me and Danny both did one. Like one day we were talking about typing speed. Kelly, thanks so much for hanging out, for all the comments and all the gifteds. Kelly the legend. See y'all later. You later. I said y'all. Why'd I say y'all? Slate and Chisel? I don't even know what that is. Is that a typing test site? Waveform podcast does the ABCs on provided keyboard. Oh, ABC? Oh, man. What is the best game in NFL history? Oh, man. In NFL history, I don't know. But there's definitely been some good ones. A bad handwriting test, you'll smoke anyone. Mullen Sig Pat is smoking on his t-shirt. Mullen, it opens up his lungs. That's what it is? All right. My handwriting sucks, dude. I'm left-handed and I always smear. So I just hate writing. You think it's Ram versus Chiefs? That's a good one. That's one of the highest scoring games in NFL history. That was pretty fun. How much playtime do you think Tranquil will have? That's a great question, Trey. I don't know. I think he's definitely going to be up there. Like Nick Bolton will probably have the most. Then Willie Gay or Tranquil, like right up there. Willie Gay, I mean, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Yep. 2018 Rams and Chiefs was a crazy game, man. Yeah, I hope we don't underutilize them either, Brand. It's probably the herb, but I thought I'd give him an out. What are you talking about, Angry? Yeah, dude, that's why me and Danny one night did a typing test, because Danny types super fast and super aggressive, but she's like always hitting the delete key. Like, I feel like she's always hitting delete. So I was like, if you just slow down like 5%, like it'd be better. Who do you think will step up the most this year outside of Kelsey, Mahomes, and Jones? Who? I don't know. Kelsey, Mahomes, and Jones. I mean, maybe like, we're thinking roster wide. I mean, Pacheco should step up for sure. I'll be curious to see. I mean, a healthy Kadarius Toney, that's going to step up. What if Raiders announce Tom Brady as their starter? I don't think so. He just confirmed he's staying retired. 13 seconds game was great, but not if you enjoy defense. Bills choked, didn't they? Yeah, they choked for sure. They were up by 3 points with 13 seconds left. I mean, come on now. You just want to sign Nick Bolton mini helmet a couple days ago? Hey, that's fire. I'd love to see us incorporate some 3-4 snaps this year. That would be interesting. Because didn't Joe Cullen, he runs a 3-4, doesn't he? I know Spags doesn't, but very interesting. You cussed? I mean, I don't think I cussed. Brian, yes. Or maybe Brand. Yo, Chief Kelsey in here? What up? Yeah, the divisional game, we're doing a short on that soon. It was a freaking crazy game, man. Absolutely insane. You can't even lie. We have the best group of linebackers in the AFC. I mean, they're way up there for sure. My Jets beat Buffalo with Zach Wilson last season without Breece Hall. God bless America. Bills went to 4 straight Super Bowl in the early 90s. Yeah. I mean, they were great, man. I just, could you imagine going 4 in a row and not winning one? Is Cole a gamer? I mean, I don't game as much, but I used to game a lot, dude. So we have a Nintendo Switch up there. I have an Xbox. I got a PS4. Yeah, I don't play a lot, but I do enjoy gaming. I probably watch gaming videos more than I play, because like I used to stream on Twitch, and there's still a few streamers that I'm like friends with and like to watch some of their content. Yeah, I think so, Sean, on the linebacker room. Yeah, man. KC versus a healthy Jets team would seem more fun. I'm excited to play y'all. We do it. Yeah, lost his OC and started forcing balls. Yeah, I just watched rewatched the highlights to the Bills and Vikings game where the Bills blew that game. Josh Allen threw some nasty interceptions. You started the long dark today. That game is hard. I don't even know what that is. Like, I play on Saturday nights I played Call of Duty last weekend or 2 weekends ago. I'm going to be mad if Aaron is injured for that game. Hope not, because I need to see Mahomes and Rodgers play on the same game. Yeah, he tweaked his calf, Kels. Aaron Rodgers did, but hopefully he's all right. It should just be a tweak, and he'll be all good to go. That milk company should make Bengals tiers. Let's go. What up? You got beer?
I thought you were almost done.
Can I have one? Let's go! Woo! Hey, Boulevard, if you want to sponsor me, I would take some of these on more regular. Dude, Danny she did a Costco run, and she didn't tell me she was buying any, but 24 pale ales? Sheesh. Yeah, these are throwback cans, kind of, Logan. Danny brought beer. Yeah, she didn't even say. She just brought it. Do you guys like pale ale? I like their pale ales. Nice. That tastes good. I got 24. We riding on 24s. Cole's wife is like, here, drink beer and make more content. Our kid needs money for college. Yeah, I love Boulevard, man. They're my favorite. She has the best name. That's right, Danny. What's it like to be able to drink at work? I mean, I don't know. That's good. It's cool. Yeah, I guess like in a corporate setting, you could never do that. But like, bro, Gary Vaynerchuk, his company, they have beer on tap, and you have a beer token, and you can drink a beer with your lunch. You only get one. But some companies, you can drink beer. Chug it? Nah. How much will the new kickoff rules affect Tobe's part in roster building? I mean, did you hear his presser yesterday, Chief Kelsey? I'm assuming you did. He made it sound like they were going to remain aggressive and not really do many fair catches. So I don't know that it's going to change it all that much. I think he's going to look for a returner he can trust, and I think that person's still going to have value. I don't know if it'll have, I guess, as much value as previous years, but they're not going to change up a bunch because it's only a 1-year trial. And he said yesterday, we're going to be aggressive, and I'm not really asking my guys to fair catch the ball. That's what he said. Pale ale is regarded as the worst mild beer in the UK. Really? Why? I mean, I like Tank 7s. That's what I typically drink. Chris Jones, $25 million a year. That sounds right. It means we can put anyone back there for kickoffs. I mean, if they're actually gonna just fair catch everything, yeah, you just got to be able to catch the ball. But Tobe made it sound like they were not gonna be fair catching, like at all. Chances of CH getting traded, I mean, they seem pretty low to me. Yeah, you heard about Tobe talking about Nazi Johnson at gunner? Yeah, man, I think he's a lock, basically, because of that. Blueberry with the 8 months? Dude, you know how we do? Ooh, Becky, some Dunkel. Casey Bierko. Do you have the patent and trademark for How About This Chiefs? Nah, dude. It's just the name of my YouTube channel. But you can look into it for me and report back. Yeah, if I ever had to change the name on this, I would just change it to HBTC. Got off early and I can't game because of thunderstorms. Oh, what do you play, Angry? What do you typically play? Yeah, the KC Bear Dunkel is pretty good. I might be able to see the Bears at Chiefs game this season. I'm a fan of both teams, but most likely the Chiefs will win by like 10. Watch that be a tough game. Bro, why is this light twitching? What is your deal? Raw, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Yo, greetings from Switzerland. Enjoying the content from over the big wet. Hey, let's go, dude. Oh, this light is twitching and it's freaking me out. All the way from Switzerland? I like that. I don't know what's crazier. The new kickoff punt rules, Chris from RGR doing the protein bar script, or Harrison talking about drinking athletic greens. Oh, man. Okay, that one got me. That was good. I don't really watch chat sports, so I didn't know the athletic green ones, but the Chris protein bar script, man, you got me good on that. Oh my gosh. Oh, Built Bars, baby. Woo. Oh, that got me. Do you think Garoppolo will play us this year? I mean, if you want to take Josh McDaniels' word, for it, he has zero stress that Garoppolo will be playing this year. So, more than likely, I don't think they want to roll with Brian Hoyer. I'll tell you that much right now. Travis Kelce contract extension. He's still under contract for a couple of years. Laters. Hey, it might be a sports MLM. I don't know. I mean, the Kelce brothers talk about it, so I think it's legit. I mean, I think the management company I'm with, I think they have a connect with Athletic Greens. Maybe I should try it and just join everybody else. Stidham signed with another team. Who did he sign with? Do you guys, anybody in the comments remember who Stidham signed with? Because he signed somewhere else in the offseason as QB2. Who was it? Common Snapdragon. Do you just think of dumb things to say? Like every single comment? Sean with the $10. Everybody have a great weekend. Thanks for all the content. Cole, Sean, appreciate you, man. Thanks so much. Thanks again for all the donos today, brother. I appreciate you. Mahomes behind the back pass is coming? I think so. Cole, are the Chiefs getting to be looking scary? Yeah, I mean, I like their defense a lot. Obviously, Mahomes is him. Kelsey still got it. Best interior trio in the game. Stidham's with the Broncos. Okay. Dang. That's where he went. Russell Wilson's about to lose his job. Have the Chiefs signed Echo Boydo? Yeah. He's on the 90. He's on the 90-man roster. Yeah. You think Denver could beat out Chargers in the division ranking? That's kind of a hot take. I have it right now as Chiefs, Chargers, probably Broncos, then Raiders. But I guess it's not impossible. Let's ride. Yes, sir, Donnie. Someone asked me what my favorite color was yesterday. I said red, white, and yellow. Nice. Any Clark news? Nah, he posted something on his Instagram last night. I mean, I've already talked about Jackson in a video, but he's been released from jail. He's not still in jail. And there's really no update to the situation. But yeah, he posted last night talking about Frank Clark on his Instagram, a quote from, I don't even remember who, it was a basketball player. Who was it? Allen Iverson, about I'm going to be great on any team that I play for. Kind of like a motivational thing. So I don't know if negotiations are going well. My friend is a big Chargers fan, and every time he talks about them, I bring up the wild card game. I mean, to be fair, we're not that many years removed from how many were we up by 28 against the Colts and lost? So I know they blew a 27-point lead, but the Chiefs blew, I think, a 28-point lead, right? To Andrew Luck. I'm almost positive it was Andrew Luck. Pretty sure. Let's go, Chokers. Wouldn't it be great if Denver versus Vegas was the final game for regulation? Oh, gosh. Yeah, that is a PTS game. Well, that was good. Yeah, it was luck. Gosh, dang it, dude. That game was crazy. We were so amped at halftime. Me and my dad were watching the game. I think my brothers were there. We were all like, bro, we about to win. Nope. I couldn't believe it. You think Justin Jefferson's overrated? No. Put him on the Chiefs. He's going for 2,000 yards. That's with Travis Kelce. I'm just kidding. I don't know. But I think he's great. I think they're a little too reliant on him, but he's great. Yo, AO, what up, man? That or Revis knocking down the ball into Mariota's hands, followed by DJ's fumble recovery being called off. Yeah, I was there. I was literally there for that game, bro. I was at that end zone. So I almost fell over my chair. Forgot I was here. I was here. End zone was right here. And I watched Mariota get the ball, batted back into his own hands, and dive into the end zone. Stadium went. You could have heard a pin drop. What would your NFL nickname be if you were on the Chiefs? My NFL nickname? It would be the Water Boy. Because I would just be handing out water. That's what I would be doing on the Chiefs. Yeah, Big T, that's a weird one. Peacock bought exclusive rights to one wild card playoff game, I think. So I'm literally, to stream that game, going to have to sign up for Peacock and then cancel it after. Yeah, I've been to 3 playoff games, Rachel, and they lost all 3. So I think I'm done going to playoff games. The last one I went to was the AFC Championship against the Bengals. You think Justin Ross will make the roster? Possibly, man. It's gonna be, he'll be one of the last ones to make, like, wide receiver 6, wide receiver 7. Not impossible though. What's your list of favorite AFC West teams? I mean, I don't have any. Like, I have respect for the Chargers. That's about it. I feel bad sometimes for the Broncos. But I don't like the Raiders at all. Are you effing kidding me? Was a general sentiment on that Mariota deal. Yeah. I couldn't believe it, dude. If you were to play football, what position would you play? Well, if I was like completely healthy, so we're talking in my prime, no back issues. I mean, I'm 6'2". I was like 6'2", 195. I don't know. Cornerback? Could I be a white cornerback? Is that allowed? Wide receiver? I don't know. Or give me a punter or kicker. Cole, does the Chiefs' success have anything to do with the Royals being absolutely abysmal? Sure. Maybe the worse the Royals are, the better the Chiefs get. A balancing act of the universe? Nah, I mean, when the Royals won the World Series in, 2015, the Chiefs were still pretty good. Monique thought that was funny. Yeah, I don't have any favorite AFC West teams, I'll tell you that. You love it? Oh, my God bless. The Royals are so bad right now that the Chiefs are going to go undefeated and win the Super Bowl. If it's a balancing act. Bro, this light won't quit twitching. Will you stop? What's your problem? Seriously, dude. Quit it. Behave. The Itsy Bitsy Eagles went up the water spout. Down came the Chiefs and washed the Eagles out. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, the Royals are not doing well, guys. I mean, I root for all Kansas City teams, but the Royals are not doing well. Well, thanks so much for hanging out, guys. Troy has 3 videos that I need to help him with before he gets off at 5:30, and it is 4:10. So, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to have to get off after I answer Tyler's question. Did you see all chiefed up video of Ely Swiss Army knife? No, I have not. When did they drop that? I'll try to take a look at it. But yeah, I mean, Ely's great. He's on the roster as a wide receiver / running back hybrid. He's a returner. Like, that's why I borderline have him making the roster. It was a toss-up between him and Deneric Prince. Like, he could be a receiver. He could be a running back. He could return. Like, he can be used all over. And I feel like that's a valuable person to have as depth on your roster. But Andy's had a year under his belt, so I don't know what they probably said something like that and maybe went into a little more detail. But yeah, I like Ely. The year under his belt helps. I almost put him on the 53-man roster. But I need to see how training camp and preseason shakes out for him. See y'all later. Yep. Take it easy. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Thanks for all the gifted. Thanks for all the comments, the donos. I just appreciate y'all, man. Friday hangouts are pretty chill, and I just enjoy kicking it with y'all, getting some time to talk Chiefs on a wonderful Friday before the weekend, as most of y'all are getting off work. We'll drop some shorts this weekend. YouTube shorts. Sounded weird. We'll drop some YouTube shorts this weekend. And then we'll be back Monday with another daily. So I appreciate y'all. And until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go. Am I supposed to say something nice about the Chiefs? Trevor Lawrence does not. Go Jags.